Welcome Strategy Battle Gamers to another GBHL channel video. You're here with James
and Jamie, and we're finally kicking off the Deadliest Warband. Bam, bam, bam.
This is Middle-earth's Deadliest Warband.
Yes. We're going to be seeing that argument, that debate we had a while ago, the Knights of Rivendell versus the Sons of Eorl, and who is the better warband.
Yeah, this is really a special edition of Middle-earth's Deadliest Warband because these aren't what we're going to be submitting as Middle-earth's Deadliest Warbands.
No.
This is more to settle the argument between Sons of Eorl versus
the Knights of Rivendell.
Now both sets have got their strengths and their weaknesses, and in this video we're going to compare the two. So today, as you might have guessed, I'm going to be representing Team Son of Eorl. That's right. So in front of us here we've got a Rohan Captain conversion. Not managed to get the one painted up that Matt Clay sent us. Thank you very much. The Great MC. Is it the Great MC? The Great MC. And here we've also got 5 Sons of Eorl. Remember the advantages of the Sons of Eorl are the armoured horse, it's the strength 4 base, it's the fact they're defense 6 as well base, not having to pay for any extra equipment there, and also the 12-inch movement. So let's move on to Jamie's side.
And these are the Knights of Rivendell. The strengths of these guys are their high fight value, high courage, lances and elven bows, and also their woodland creatures, so they're going to get the charge bonus in woods. For the purposes of this game, we're going to play till wipeout, so every model has to be dead. We're going to break as normal, and we're going to play on a 4x4 board because the cavalry need that extra room to move.
So we're doing this like to the death. I'm going to roll to see who gets to deploy first. And it's Rohan deploying first. So on a 1 to 3 it's the first middle half of the board, and on a 4 to 6 it's anywhere. And we're going to be deploying close. So the Sons of Eorl and their Rohan captain, who's geared up to the teeth, we forgot to mention. He's got his shield, his horse, and all of the other bits that you can get. Throwing spears, bows, everything. And as you can see, they're hiding behind that house there. So on to Jamie's roll to see where he deploys. He deploys in the first half. So this is the board at the start of our Middle-earth's Deadliest Warband contest between the Sons of Eorl and the Knights of Rivendell. As you can see, I have deployed behind that house there, and there is a reason for that. What do you think that reason is, Jamie?
I've got 6 elven bows.
6 elven bows. 6 elven bows. And you have deployed in the woodland here. And why have we done that?
I want to get the most out of my woodland creature rule, and plus you don't get charge bonuses in there.
Which is obviously one of the strengths of the Rivendell Knights. So, on to priority. Rolling to priority, and it's priority Sons of Eorl. So after turn 1 movement, this is how it looks. The Sons of Eorl shied away slightly just to get out of range of the wrath of all of their bows. Didn't want to go in straight away and incur the 3+ shoot value. So he has had to move in order to do that. And this is the advantage of the woodland creature, not being able to really get far when he charges into the woods from my side. So he's moved out, so he's got some line of sight there, so we're going to go straight into the shooting. So the captain armed with a bow, he doesn't quite have line of sight, so we're going to move straight on to Jamie shooting, which I'm sure he's very happy about.
Yay!
So the Rivendell Knight, who has moved half, has got that shot at the Son of Eorl, who's poking out up there. So needs a 4+ to hit. And he misses. So this high elf here, he has moved half, and he's going to try and shoot the back of that Son of Eorl there. So needing the 4+. And he hits. Does it hit the horse or the rider? It's the horse.
Oh!
And nothing. You definitely want to get some dismounts in
this.
Yeah. Next up, we've got the 2 here. Are they going to fire at the same guy?
Same target, yeah.
We didn't do the in the way for the house, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so we've got these guys, they're going to be shooting at the Son of Eorl. Both hit.
They got in the ways?
I would say that he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
So what got hits? So one on the horse, one on the man.
Yep.
So white's on the horse.
Yep.
Oh, horse down, horse
And
down.
the horse is down. The horse of that Son of Eorl there is down. So we're doing Throne Rider for the Son of Eorl, and he gets a 3. So going into turn 2, advantage Knights of Rivendell. You can see there the advantage of having that elven bow versus the Sons of Eorl.
Yeah, let's go into priority. Let's go 5.
And it's priority Knights of Rivendell. So we have gone on to movement, and the Knights of Rivendell moved first. So just moving back into the trees a little bit there, those guys getting in position to shoot, using the woodland very well, and using that woodland creature, because obviously I'm going to find it struggle. I'm going to struggle to charge into that. As you can see here, I've used my 12-inch movement to sort of come out and be a bit more aggressive, because that's what the Sons of Eorl need to do. At the same time, these guys are around here. I've tried to prevent shooting on these guys on my captain by blocking them out. So we're going to go on to shooting now, and it's going to be, these two guys are going to be firing through that tree, big in the way. Can you see him?
Yes.
We can see that. We can see the model, and that's key. So he needs 4 pluses because he's moved. 2 6s. He needs that next really. So let's see if he gets a fantastic.
In the ways.
Well, he's in the ways. Both hit the guys.
Yeah, also both get through the tree.
Oh yeah, sorry. Both get through the tree.
What do they hit?
Also rider.
Both on one on each.
One on each.
Black's on the horse.
Black's on the horse. Oh, and neither. But good effort.
All the way. Just no legs.
So next shooting will be from
Him. This guy's moved. I'm going to shoot the same target, 4 plus. Straight in front of him.
So 4 plus.
Hits.
Hits another 6 to hit.
What does he hit? Hits the horse.
Hits the horse. He needs a 6 for the horse.
5.
Oh.
Yeah, the horse
Yep,
dead.
he does. The horse is dead, so I've got another Throne Rider to take. So we'll do that now. What happens to him? And he just stands up as normal. So we'll go and get another model.
Shot.
So that guy's now off of his horse. So it's going to be these guys now.
First shot, going at this Son of Eorl.
Son of Eorl. So
3's to hit.
another 6 to hit.
What does he hit? He hits the man. Another one of them. Come on! Oh!
3 6s. That was awesome. So another Son of Eorl bites the dust.
Well, the first.
The first, yeah. The rest are horses. So next up,
Got the regular guy and the captain against your captain.
okay, regular guy and captain versus my captain.
Red dice is my captain's.
Okay, neither have moved, so they need 3 pluses. Oh my
captain.
days, what's going on with these 6s? Are these my dice?
So what does it hit? Hits the man.
Oh, God, another 6.
Oh, it was well gonna roll onto it.
What's going on with this rolling technique, huh? Okay, good work.
But, yeah, that's
So-
the end of my shooting.
So it's on to my shooting now. So my shooting, I'm going to do the throwing spear from the Rohan captain, and I'm going to throw it at the Knight of Rivendell captain in hope of maybe getting him off his horse. So I have moved, which means I'll be a 5 plus now, I believe. And we get a 2, so the Rohirrim shooting is nowhere near as good as the elves.
So rolling for turn 3's priority. And that's priority Rohan.
So neither of us called any heroics at the start of the movement phase. So my captain is going to be charging on these 2, and he does have a throwing spear. So he needs a 5 plus to hit. And he gets a 6. So does it hit the horse or the rider? Hits the horse. So throwing spear, strength 3 versus defense 4, needing 5s. And it's a 3. So he doesn't get him.
Both points of might.
No. So you can see here my captain charged in. He threw a throwing spear, which did manage to hit the horse, but didn't kill it. So he's charged in. The 2 Sons of Eorl have come around here to charge in on this Knight of Rivendell, and I've moved up here. I actually moved a Son of Eorl to be nice and brave, take one for the team into the woodland, hold these guys back here. So he looks like he's going to have a difficult time of it, probably likely to die. So we're going to go on to combats because there's no shooting.
So my Rivendell Knight captain has called a heroic combat because I charged in with him and 2 others here against this one Son of Eorl. James has reacted by calling a heroic combat with his Rohan captain against my 1 elf. Come on, the 6.
So we're going to roll off, and elves are inherently good, so they're going to be 4 to 6. I'm not good at roll-offs. Everybody knows I'm not good at roll-offs.
Yeah, but neither am I.
And a 1 to 3, it goes to the Rohan captain. Oh, and it goes to the
6.
elves. Magic 6. So it's down to you.
The elf that got charged is going to faint, and the rest of them are going to use their lances.
Okay, and the Rohirrim Son of Eorl is going to shield, for what it's worth. See what happens. We get that 6.
So the captain's 3. 4. And the rest of the guys.
And he gets the 6 that he needed. Just imagine that. Heroism. So he's knocked down, so we've got double dice, so we'll just do one bloke at a time.
We'll do the captain's first. He needs 5s natively and then 4s with his +1 to wound from the lance. And unsurprisingly, he kills him.
He kills him, so all of those 4 are released to go and join other combats, which is the advantages of the heroic combat. So, not looking good for the Sons of Eorl with Jamie's heroic combat. He's managed to get 2 elves into combat with this Son of Eorl on the floor here. The captain's come up against that Son of Eorl, and obviously, so he'll be fighting 2 of them now. Oh, sorry, 1 of them. And those 2 will be divided off, won't they?
Yep.
And then these 2 guys on the captain. So we're going to move on to the next combat, which is the Captain of Rohan.
So for me, the elf that got charged is going to feint again with his elven blade, and the one who charged is going to use his lance bonus.
So they're both fight value 5.
Yep. Oh, look at that.
And we get double 6, so that was a Jamie roll. So we win that combat. So I'm going to choose to land the strikes on the horses. So we've got 4s for the horses. One of them goes down. Has to take a thrown rider. Do I use that point of might now? No, I need to save that. So, thrown rider.
Oh!
He gets back up. He's ready to go again. So, just realised my mistake, which was, obviously I'd called a heroic combat and I hit the horses, and I shouldn't have done that, I should have gone for the man. But only just realised, and we don't do things retrospectively, so my heroic combat ends there. So we're going to move on to the next combat, which is going to be this Son of Eorl here, versus that Knight of Rivendell there.
We're fighting normally in this one.
Yep, so it's the 2 from the Son of Eorl.
Come on. Oh man, 6s again.
6s, now I could do with that next. So that Knight of Rivendell moves back. And we're going to go for the guy. We need 5s.
Oh!
And he lives.
Shame he ain't got a sword to fight with.
So next up we've got the Knight Captain versus the Son of Eorl here. So again, 2 dice here. Oh, yes. And the Knight Captain takes it because of drawn fight value. So the Son of Eorl moves back. He's striking the horse or the man.
I'm striking the man, which is 5s normally, and 4s with the lance. So 4s to wound. And he does it.
And he takes him down with that 5. So another Son of Eorl bites the dust, and this is turning into a little bit of a stomping. So next up, we've got the Son of Eorl on foot here versus the 2. He's going to shield. And your guy's fighting as normal?
Fighting as normal with the lancers, yeah.
So we get the 6.
Oh, and he wins.
And he actually wins, so these guys are beaten back.
Full inch.
So a successful turn for the Knights, who still have got 6 models on the table. We're down to 3.
1 off broken.
Not looking good. So we're moving on to another important priority. Let's see what happens. It's 1. Priority, Sons of Eorl. So this is how it's looking on the ground. The Son of Eorl charged the Rohan captain just to stop him from getting that charge off. Rivendell captain, Knight of Rivendell captain, sorry. And the Son of Eorl on foot also charged. These guys have countercharged him on the floor there. The Rohan captain threw a throwing spear into those 2, but he didn't manage to hit anything, so he has charged him. And the guy on the floor, he's also charged in. So he's now surrounded. So we're going to move on to combats. So we're going to start off with the captain combat here. So we've got the 2 elves that were charged, so they don't have their lance bonus, and then we've got that guy there. My dude's fighting as normal, no heroics or anything called for a reason.
Yep, he's going to go 2-handed and feint with his elven blade, and he's going to feint with his elven blade.
I thought you took the shield.
Oh, of course, yes, sorry. Yeah. He'll feint, he'll go 2-handed.
Yeah, fair enough. That's good. Okay, here we go. So, come on, Captain.
Black dice is going. Black dice has the -1 for me. Yeah, 3 highest.
Come on.
There's a 4-5.
5. Thank goodness for that. Those guys are backed up. I'm going to make strikes at the guys on top of the horses.
5s to wound.
So I need 5s to wound.
Oh, just one.
And 1 dies. Yep. So we're going to move on to the next combat. We're going to do the captain. Sorry for touching you.
Sorry.
The captain versus the Son of Eorl. So it's 2 dice on 2.
Yep.
Oh,
High fight gets it.
Falling rolls.
High dice gets it. 5s to wound the man.
Oh, and he
the
kills
captain.
my favourite Son of Eorl.
The last on his horse.
Bye bye. I'm enjoying your rubbish buddies over there. Okay, and we got the guy on the floor over here. He's going to shield.
My guys who charged in.
Oh,
He pushes him back again for the 2nd turn in a
wow.
row.
He's the hero. Why couldn't you kept your horse there, pal? Come on. What are you doing?
He couldn't be able to shield.
So we're going to move on to priority. So we rolled priority, 2 5s. It was your priority last time.
No, it was your priority last time. You
Yep.
charged me. My priority this time.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not going to call anything. It's not worth it at this point. Definitely not. So we're going to go on to Jamie's movement. So all looking decidedly dodgy for the Rohan. The Rivendell Knight captain has charged in with his accomplices against the Rohan captain, and also these 2 guys have charged the Son of Eorl on foot, who's been doing quite well so far to survive. So on to the combats. So at the start of the combat phase, I've chosen to heroic strike, might as well with his last point of might here.
I've chosen not to resist this one.
So he's not resisting that one.
Well, not countering.
So he's just going to go for it. So let's see what fight value goes up to.
7 is enough.
7, so it is enough. Is it enough though? Let's see.
For me, using his lance, and fainting.
Okay, let's see what happens.
There's a 5 there.
5 highest.
Captain's 2.
No.
And the other 2.
Oh! Captain takes it. Oh, a well-judged heroic strike.
So, rolls to wound.
Rolls to wound. So we really need to even out the numbers here. So the captain is going to go for strikes on the men there, needing 5s. Oh, just 1. He's going to take the guy on a horse. Yeah, that makes sense.
Just to sort of clear things up there, it's a sort of an unofficial rule between players that if you don't allocate your strikes, it's up to the player controlling the models to take them off. However, for this instance, I knew James would have struck the man on the horse because it makes perfect sense to do so. So
He knows I'm not a complete idiot after I reconnoitre again.
But now he knows for future to actually allocate the strikes.
That's what we want. So Son of Eorl on foot. Now that the captain has managed to survive that, he is going to shield and try and survive that a little bit more.
No, he's not.
But he's not, because you got a 6. So he's knocked down. You get double strikes.
So first guy, needing 5s.
5s.
Dead.
And he's dead. He did his best.
He deaded.
But only the captain remains.
He's now broken as well. Oh.
I am now broken.
So rolling for priority this time.
Rolling for priority. Let's see what
Rivendell had
happens.
it last. Oh,
It's a 6.
strong 6.
A
This
1.
is the other side of the dice.
And this might be the end. But we don't know. Let's see what happens. No, we don't want it. We don't want you to run away and do both fire.
It's often just to run away, shoot it, let him take
End the
first
misery
steps.
of the Son of Eorl warband. So this is how it looks right now. There's no might on the captain's side. So we're gonna roll for the captain.
It's a 5.
It's a 5 highest. 5 highest.
My captain. It's a 3.
It's a 3.
Enough. I should say he was fainting. It's normal.
Yeah.
Another 3. 5.
And he gets the 5. So because he's got the higher fight value, which has been one of the issues here with the captain with his fight 4,
Yeah.
which isn't great, he does win that combat. So
the captain first. With his 4 strikes since he's trapped, needing 5s to wound with the lance.
5 to wound with the lance.
I've got 1 point of might left. Oh, that's 1.
So that's 1.
The next knight. On 5s on the captain again. Nope.
Nothing.
Next knight, 5 on the captain. It's 2.
It's 2. So 1 more and he's dead.
And the fainting guy. Hit the captain needing 6s, rerolling 1s. Oh,
Oh.
nothing. So 2 wounds. The 1 fate point.
This fate point decides whether misery is over. Oh, it's a cock dice! No! The pressure!
Oh! Epic fail!
And he deserves it, to be fair. And he goes out, and here endeth our Middle-earth Deadliest Warband experiment. So that's the end of our Middle-earth Deadliest Warband, and this is going to be our conclusion discussion about the result. So, I'm sure if you're at this point, you just watched what happened. It was a thumping victory for the Knights of Rivendell. So we're going to talk about why we think that is.
Well, biggest point I think definitely has to be the woods being on the table. Specifically in sort of like this cavalry on cavalry matchup, the woods made a huge difference because it meant that it gave me a safety net of sorts.
Yeah.
If things are getting too hectic, I can just retreat to the woods, sit in there, and you lose your bonuses of movements in there basically.
Yeah, which was a big issue from the off. The fact that you could use those woods, sort of disappear inside, put me off on that first turn, just going in there. Yeah. Which maybe, in retrospect, I might as well have just gone for it and got close enough because
it would have come down to a heroic move essentially then, whether you get the charge on me or not.
Exactly, and the fact that what you could do is go into those woods and then come back out, which you did for your shooting. Yeah. The moment, because this is the second big advantage, the moment that you can unhorse or kill just one model at this size of comparison, it makes a massive difference. Very
much so, especially when your horses are sort of that much more expensive than mine. In comparison, you got the 12-inch movement and armoured horse, and unfortunately, again, the elven bows negates the armoured horse for one, and the woods are negating the 12-inch movement. So, yeah, I mean, attacking your infantry models makes mine cavalry again, basically, not just expensive infantry. And I get my lance and the +1 attack and knockdown. So, I think as you saw, besides the one guy who heroically held out, the rest that were on foot went down very quick.
Yeah, and that was the major problem. Some things that I would do differently, because I did make a couple of mistakes. I would probably have just got closer to the woods from the off.
That first turn, just charge and
rather than try and what I was thinking was, let's just avoid his bowfire for a turn, wait until he gets the priority maybe, and try and get
the jump on me, as it were.
Try and get the jump on you. But because he could sort of go out those woods, get a couple of shots off, and because he managed to get one of those down, it meant, right, well, I'm just going to go for it now. Yeah. You also did a really good heroic combat.
Yeah, well, in sort of like the build up to this, I was thinking, I can't win in a grind out. You're going to beat me with the higher strength and higher attacks. So I need to sort of gang up on models, which is what I was attempting to do with putting 2 knights onto a sun, so that suddenly the fight value comes back in my favour, and then I'm winning you on 5s as well.
Which you did very, very well. So that was very, very difficult for the Sons of Eorl. I think some things which make that different, obviously the lack of woodland would make it different. Now that we've actually given it a go, I think
you know how the knights play
against
this cavalry force.
Against this force. You know that really there's no point trying to you need to just get close, and you know what, if they knock you off a horse, it's no problem, keep them together. Yeah. I made a mistake as well, didn't I, with a heroic combat, and I went for the horse.
Oh, you went for the horses, yes.
But I've forgotten that I was heroic combated, so...
Unfortunately, it didn't make a difference because you roll a 3 and making it up wouldn't have got the...
No, but we would have killed the man.
Would have killed the man, yeah.
Which would have been nice. So that was our first instalment of Middle-earth's Deadliest Warbands. Remember, this was a special edition because some of you wanted to know what is better, Knights of Rivendell versus Sons of Eorl. Now I have a really interesting side perspective now, because some of you might know that at the tournament in Huddersfield, Malice in Wonderland, the force I took was 5 Sons of Eorl, led by Eorl the Young, and 5 Knights of Rivendell, led by a Knight Captain, all with shields. And I have to say, they complemented each other really, really well. The Knights can go and get stuck in. The Rivendell Knights can hold back, ready for that counter charge. With their higher fight value, that really helped in a lot of, especially the last.
Yes, where you against the wizards and who was it, Arwen as well.
Yeah, so when I was heroic striking, it would usually be with, I was using the might of the captain rather than Eorl the Young, so he could focus on using it for other things, like killing stuff.
Good stuff, and heroic moves with his legendary hero, it sort of benefits your force, doesn't it?
It does indeed, and it did quite well. I came 3rd, 2nd really, should be 2nd.
No, it was 3rd. That was the ruling.
It was 3rd. I came 3rd with this force, so it was good. So they definitely complement each other quite well. I would like to do this matchup again sometime.
Yeah, I'm sure we will do in the future. But as I say, I think in a sort of regular grind out, as it were, the Sons would have it over the Knights, purely because of those strength 4 at all times and 2 attacks.
Yeah, would need to keep the Sons of Eorl together as well next time, just to avoid that ganging up problem, especially if you can get your captain on there and do...
The captain was always going to be the one for me, because he's got the strength to do it, and the fight and the attacks to match yours.
Definitely. Good fun though!
So, winners were the Knights of Rivendell.
Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of hate, like, James, you didn't play that right, this is your fault.
It was completely
my fault. It was completely my fault. I'm sorry, Sons of Eorl lovers.
I'm going to say, I think I had some amazing, like, what was that one turn of shooting where 6 to hit, 6 hits the man, 6 kills the man, yeah.
Yeah, some amazing shooting in there. I wish that shooting could have come to pass in the tournament when I lost a bowfire matchup against 9 Uruk scouts with the Rivendell Knights, which was rather depressing. Yeah, I wish I could have had rolls like that, to be fair.
But yeah, so that's the first one done. Next one we shall get up very soon.
Happy strategy battle game.